welcome back to Talking Ball, brought to you by HP Poly. I'm Nicola Hume. This is the podcast where we talk all things Oracle Red Bull Racing. Now, we have an end-of-season special for you. We are joined today by both drivers. It's Checo, Perez and Max Verstappen! How are you both?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's been busy, but we're good. We're still alive.
Is it more exhausting doing all kind of the media interviews and things once the season is done, or the actual racing? Which one's more exhausting?
It's more mental. This is more mentally draining.
Yeah,
which I find probably harder than the physical side of driving.
Fair enough. Yeah, but you must be exhausted. It's been a very long but very successful season. But you both must be just ready for Christmas.
Yeah? I am ready. I can't wait, to be honest. It's been a long year.
Yeah.
I mean, we finished the year and it just felt like it just got harder once we finished it off. You know, we had the test, we had the Japan, we had the Baku. So we've been quite busy, but luckily it seems like today we're going to have a bit of a break.
Well, because last time I spoke to you, it was just after the summer break. So you were very relaxed.
Yeah, I was very fresh.
Very refreshed.
I'm not so fresh anymore.
No. Actually, last time we spoke to you, Max, was when you had just won your third World Championship. How does it feel now that everything's all kind of settled and we have a beautiful looking trophy sat here on the table?
Yeah, pretty much the same, to be honest. I mean, after Abu Dhabi, I was very ill for a couple of days. So I'm still recovering from that. Plus, then, of course, like the traveling Checo said, so that didn't really help. But yeah, I know, of course, that I'll have like 2 really nice weeks where I can really just switch off, not look at my emails, F1 related stuff. I already, to be honest, I have to apologize to my engineer because he sent me 3 emails related to next year, and I didn't respond.
It happened the same to me.
I saw him today. So I made up.
Okay.
I made up for it.
Okay, so it's all right.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, fine. Okay.
You know our relationship.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's a bromance.
Yeah.
So, I'm definitely looking forward to take a bit of time off. But I felt like Abu Dhabi, when I was standing on the podium, that it did hit me a little bit, of course, with the achievements this year. And it was a bit sad to climb out of the RB19 at the time.
I mean, we have to talk about the RB19. I mean, how quickly into the season did you realise the RB19 was going to be so successful?
Well, I think testing in Bahrain, the car felt really nice, but Bahrain is a very specific track layout where, also with the surface is very aggressive. So it doesn't always mean if you go well in Bahrain that you're going to have an incredible season. But then, the races after that, we had quite a lot of different kind of tracks. I think at one point you realize like, okay, well, championship is on, if nothing crazy happens in terms of reliability and stuff, we can have a great year. But of course, I never thought that, the car would win all the races bar one.
I mean, and Checo, for you, your best ever finish in a Drivers' Championship. How are you feeling after getting a 1-2? That was a brilliant finish for Red Bull. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it was a great year overall. Started very strongly. We had some up and downs during the mid-season, but we managed to come around them and secure the best season in the history for our team. I think it's what everyone back home deserved because they've done a tremendous car. And like Max said, since Bahrain and the first 4 or 5 races, we knew we had a really strong package. But the competition closed the gap really quickly into us, quicker than I really thought. I was surprised how much they were able to develop through the year. So it just got harder.
Do you think that's because they have little cheeky looks at your car? Do you think that's what it is?
I think it helps, definitely.
I mean, you landed it in Vegas. How did you celebrate? Bearing in mind you were in Vegas at the time.
Not much.
Oh, really?
No, because Vegas was, I think Max had a better celebration than
I had a bit of apple juice.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, the race was so late,
It
already.
was, wasn't it?
Yeah, we left the circuit like 2 o'clock or something at night, so...
Yeah, I mean, I arrived into the club and it was basically empty.
Oh, you actually went to a club?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was late. I guess people already had been partying the whole week, so people
We're
were tired.
tired.
But actually, it ended up great because I was, with friends, family, and then Martin Garrix, a friend of mine, he was playing, and it was just our table.
That
and
was
we
a
had,
nice name drop.
honestly, like just a great night, and there were no other people celebrating.
The
so
club
fantastic.
was
we had like a
all for
private,
you.
a private club.
Actually, I think I saw a video of you that you went up with the DJ and you had
I saw
quite
it.
clearly had a few
Yeah,
apple juices.
There were a few people left, and they started singing Checo. So I was like just raving on it. So, let's go.
I saw that video. I saw that video.
In terms of Vegas as a race as a whole, how was the experience? Because
It was a favorite race for Max.
I mean, I could tell. Do you know what? I really liked your race suits. I really liked them. I thought they looked brilliant. So did you enjoy it? I mean, I also enjoyed your singing at the end there, Max.
Yeah, you think there's a career after F1?
Yeah, I think so.
I blame
Be
my
honest.
mic.
Be honest.
I blame my mic.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
idea.
like against my lips.
Yeah, so it's
I
slightly
can't
pitches.
fully express my vocal cords.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely shocking. No, I got pushed into it by Christian again, and then I can't leave him hanging, right? So
No,
I
you
have to,
Yeah.
I have to do it
Yeah.
in my best possible.
You can give it a go
Now,
now.
this is not a good mic.
It's not the right
It's
mic.
not the singing mic.
Yeah, no, it
It's a
needs a few
podcast.
You need the right mic for it.
It's a different mic.
So I need to talk about your highlights of the year. Was there anything in particular in the year that stood out for you?
Definitely, I'll say Baku.
Mm-hmm.
Baku winning both races, the sprint and the main race. I love
there.
Baku. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a version of this? Is this your actual trophy?
Yeah, this is always the one we have to give to the team. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
This
because
is
there's a
the-
huge trophy cabinet here at the
we
factory.
get
These
our
are the
replica.
real ones.
Right, okay. So do you have a replica that then
Yeah,
sits at home?
which looks the same.
I think it's actually quite an elegant trophy.
Yeah, it is.
So did you look at the bottom then to be able to tell which one's the real one and which one's not?
Well, they come identical, no?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
exactly the
Oh,
same.
okay.
Yeah, these are sometimes they have a different bottom. I don't know why.
How does that feel to see your name actually like scribed onto that now? 2023 Max Verstappen.
I remember, of course, when it was still around the Seb years,
Yeah.
right? And you see that he's holding the trophy, and you're like, wow, that is something really impressive. And,
Yeah.
you only think about, it would be quite cool if you have your name on it,
Yeah.
And then now that you see it 3 times on there with all these other great drivers on there, it's cool.
It's not too
Yeah,
shabby.
I can't complain.
Yeah. Shouldn't feel that bad.
So we are at the end of the season. So we do, I know that you do want to have a little break, but we do need to look forward to next season as well. Are there any particular teams or any particular drivers that you are just going to keep an eye on because you feel like they might be quite close with you next year?
I don't want to think too much. And like, I'm so exhausted now that, it's so hard also to predict who's going to be where. But certainly,
we were the only team that was really consistent. That's the thing, that behind us, it was really up and down. Then, it was one team second and another team. So that's why the battle was quite close behind us. So it will all depend on how much they will improve, in the winter time. Which one I think was the most impressive behind us from where they started to where they ended was definitely McLaren.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like, they might be very strong next year.
Yeah. Thinking ahead to next year as well, is there any way that you're going to attack things differently? Or because it's been such a successful year for both of you, that you're just going to go in with exactly the same mindset as what you did this year?
Every year is a little bit different. It also depends, of course, how good the car is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you also just rely a lot on your experience. You have experience already, I think, a lot in your career and in F1. And you know that if you want to fight for a championship, of course, the most important thing is the car. But besides that, is your performances need to be very consistent. And that's something that you have to try and, achieve again. And every single year, it's a new challenge, to try and do that.
Yeah. We are now approaching the off-season. So what are you going to be doing?
Eat.
it's an
Okay. Of course you're going to eat, and then you might have a few little drinks to celebrate with the family. Is there anything else that you do? Like, do you carry on training?
no traveling.
No traveling?
That's
Okay.
First rule.
I
Straight
can't really
home.
say that.
You
I'm
would
still
be
traveling
some-
quite a lot.
Oh, are you?
I have to go to a wedding of my brother-in-law.
Oh, that's
in Brazil.
Yeah.
So then I'll spend Christmas there as well, because otherwise I'm traveling back to Europe again. So that would be nice, because, there's good temperatures around there at the moment. So escape the cold, and then I go back to the cold, into the snow a little bit, because I haven't been skiing for like 5 years, at least 5 years. So yeah, hopefully I don't need to call the team start of January that I broke a leg.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I'll try to
You
be
will
careful.
be driving with one leg.
Yeah,
I need to do the old school driving. And then slowly when you're in January, you start training again.
Okay. Is it the same for you then, Checo?
Yeah, pretty much. I won't be going to the snow. I was in the snow last year, so I will go a bit warmer to the beach.
Oh, very nice.
In Mexico. Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
With the family, just
With family and
chilling.
friends, play some golf, and just have a few weeks to disconnect from recharge batteries.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Now, Oracle plays a huge part in helping the team come up with the right strategies throughout the season. So is there any particular race, like one race that stands out from this year that came down to a really bold strategy call? Is there anything that stands out for you?
Sanford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
Sanford,
crazy race where it could have gone so wrong, but I think we got a lot of calls right.
Yeah.
It starts already with, we have so many strategies like calculated and processed already before we even, start the race. And then basically you can just throw everything in the bin because it starts raining.
Yeah.
And you have to make it up very quickly again.
Yeah.
Of course, we had in mind, there is rain coming and stuff, but still, when it actually happens, and then whatever happens on lap one, if people are pitting or not, because for example, Checo was what were you in the grid? Seven, and he came out in the lead.
Yeah.
While I had, I stayed out one more lap, so the whole strategies were out of phase basically. But then I think the team, did an amazing job for the rest of the race to always be on the right tires at the right time, because it started raining, then we went back to slicks, then it started raining again, then it actually went even worse where you had to switch to extreme tires at one point. So, and then they red flagged it. So yeah, it was just very hectic, but the team, because of all the information that they had, made all the right calls as well.
Yeah, so when it comes to Oracle and the strategy and the data, etc., how much of it do you see before each race, or do you just rely on everyone that's on the pit wall?
Well, I mean, of course, everyone has their own job, right? So we trust that they do the right things in terms of when they are, of course, working with the software.
Yeah.
But of course, every morning before the race, we go in detail, of course, through the possible scenarios and strategies, and we share our opinion. And yeah, then we go into the race normally happy with what is decided normally. And most of the time, of course, it works out really well.
Actually, speaking of Oracle, we do have some questions that have been sent in via their social media. So our first one is from Andrew.
I'm Andy Kelly from Austin, Texas. And I was wondering, if you could add any race to the calendar, where would it be?
Ooh.
For me, Mugello.
Why?
Track layout.
Okay.
It's so many fast corners and a fun car. It's so nice.
What about for you, Checo?
San Marino.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Of course, for obvious reasons. Yeah. And we do have a load of questions as well that have come in from our Talking Ball listeners that have got in touch via the social channels and via the paddock as well. So this one is from Phoenix in the UK, who says, if you could create a track, create a race anywhere in the world, where would it be? If you could create a brand new track, where would you do it?
Well, I would choose Holland.
Naturally. Well, just like
Absolutely.
around your own street.
Well, we don't really have a lot of space left, I think. I don't know. I mean, I would just try to combine a lot of cool combination of corners from other kind of tracks.
Mm-hmm. Checo?
For me, I will choose Guadalajara.
Okay, yeah.
We have a lot of space, so we wouldn't have that problem.
This is from Andy in the UK, who says, what was your favourite race this year?
Sanford. Just because of the
drama.
All the scenarios that we had to stay on top of, and
I enjoyed Sanford. Yeah, it was very enjoyable race with a lot of action. It happened a lot of things.
And naturally, Baku.
Baku, obviously, when you win, it's special.
This is from Gabor from Hungary, who says, have you ever played FIFA against each other?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Back in the day, we were not teammates.
Japan.
No, which year was it? When
in 19 maybe.
Yeah.
When there was a typhoon, we couldn't race on Saturday.
Yeah.
So all the drivers were.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember.
We were
that,
dominating.
Naturally.
Yeah, we were actually. I think we were the only ones that played. We have to play it
again now.
Yeah.
This is from Johan in Costa Rica, who says, "What is your favorite Christmas activity that's not eating or drinking?"
Sleeping.
Come on.
I was literally going to say the same, like waking up so late and.
Okay.
No, I mean watch a movie or whatever. Like just with
Do you have
the
a favourite
family
Christmas
together or
film?
whatever. Well, I like Home Alone.
Oh yeah, great film. Yeah, good choice. Yeah, Checo.
Pequeño Angelito. It's a little angel.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Yeah.
You know which one it's?
I don't
know.
the film.
I'm missing the
Is it
translator.
It's an English movie.
Yeah.
I thought you meant as Mexican.
Is it an English?
No, it's an English film.
Oh, it's Home Alone.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
really,
see.
it's the same. How you call it in English?
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Which is the same film that Max did. Yeah.
But it's different the translation. Yeah. My poor little.
Because he gets left alone.
Yeah.
Home Alone.
Look, we've all learned something today. I love that. This is from Ryochi in Japan, who says, "Now, I know Max is good at Japanese. I would like to ask Checo and Max, how many languages can you speak?"
Depends. With or without alcohol.
Both.
Your French can be very good.
I mean, without alcohol, I think it's 3 languages, but with alcohol, 69 languages.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
69.
This is from YEJAM from the Netherlands, who says, "Have you guys seen the RB20 yet?"
I mean, I saw some drawings, not the actual car because it doesn't exist, but looks nice.
It exists on the simulator already, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like in real life, there's no physical car yet.
Yeah.
But looks interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all you can tell?
Yeah, I can't pull the blueprint out.
This is from Jeff in Denmark, who says, "Can you feel if it's a 2 second or a 2.5 second pit stop?"
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
I mean, not
because
between...
because when it's a 2 second, like a low 2 second or 1.8 or whatever,
Yeah.
it's so synchronized, the front and the rear.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's just like off, on, front and rear. You can feel it. It's just like, attached to your body, almost. Because, you've got a good feel in the car. And when it's like 2.5 to 3 seconds, there's always one wheel that is not synchronized.
Ah, right.
And also, I mean, it's funny how that 2 second stop feels like slow. Like you might think that it's really fast, but in the car, it feels like you're there for ages.
Wow.
1.8, when I hit that in Brazil, I think it was, that one did feel quite quick, but like 2.2, then you're already, it's okay.
But you must have, once that 1.8 happened, you felt it.
Because it's so synchronized, like it just goes off, on. It's
Lovely.
beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is from Lacey in the UK, who says, "If all of the team principals had a karting race, who do you think would actually win?"
I think Christian.
Yeah.
I mean, he's actually a racer, isn't he? So, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only
And he's also probably one of the smaller, lighter ones.
I think he was the only racing driver out there.
Yeah. Although Toto...
Well, Toto also... I saw some...
Yeah, but I
as
think
well.
Christian definitely went higher up in racing from all of them.
I would pay good money to watch that. That would be a good karting race. This is from Sean in the UK, who says, "Are you looking forward to all of the funny Red Bull marketing team games next year in 2024?
Yes!
You do some fun stuff, though.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to it.
You drive some weird machines and race little RC. You do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
We've done everything. We've driven everything that you could imagine of.
Didn't you drive like an ice machine
Everything.
somewhere? I think I saw
Yeah,
that
in Singapore.
Whatever you think of, we've driven it.
This is
And
from...
don't give any more ideas to our marketing team.
This is from Tia in Croatia, who says, "What do you guys like to talk about when you're on your way to a media event or you're waiting around for a session?"
Us?
Yeah.
It can be anything. Family-related stuff. Just, what we're doing outside of the races. Yeah, whatever comes up.
Is there like a go-to conversation that you normally bring up? Like, "Oh, did you watch whatever last night?" Like, because you're into the same kind of thing, or...
Just a normal...
Yeah.
Normal,
live stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
What
you speak
would
with a
do
friend.
Your friends.
I mean, yeah, I would just, turn
Or,
up.
with family.
Very
friends,
rarely we speak about racing, though. I think it's the last subject that, it's rare that we speak about racing.
Give me one food you're really looking forward to.
Kebab.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What, like a proper dirty?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like-
I had a Japanese kebab in Japan.
Yeah, no, yeah. I had one as well.
No, not too bad, but
Yeah.
I know
chili
which one
sauce
you
I
and
had
stuff
one
like
when I came back to Monaco just to test if it was good as well.
You got to check.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to check these
exactly.
things.
Yeah, I love it.
Checo, what are you looking forward to?
un lonche.
What's
It's
that?
a bread with meat.
It's a Mexican
Bread and
kebab.
meat is basically, it sounds like a kebab. Yeah.
It's a Mexican kebab.
It's a Mexican kebab. And, I go to these little places where I eat my food. And
Yeah.
it's happiness
Nice.
in those little places.
Well, I want to say a massive, massive thank you for joining us here today. Enjoy the rest
I
of
mean, we had to really. No, just kidding.
It is in your contract that you do have to do stuff like this.
We had to,
no, I prefer
we
this over
enjoyed it.
anything else.
That's the correct thing to say. Thank you very much. You had to, but you enjoy it.
Yeah, of
Of all of the media things, this one is your
No,
favourite.
for sure.
Yeah, of course.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for...
It's been good.
Enjoy
invite.
your time off, and I will see you next year. And good luck for next season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Happy
the holidays and
Make sure you drink some Mexican water. I'm sure Max
very
will.
important, very important.